Hello there, Kurt Chan here from the Ansys product marketing team, and today we're going to be focusing on the Ansys 3D design products. Ansys 3D product design tools offer an intuitive and fast user experience built for design engineering workflows. Teams can innovate more designs in less time, provide rapid design exploration, and deliver detailed insight into real-world product performance. Live physics simulation and accurate high-fidelity simulation come together in a single, easy-to-use interface, letting engineers easily evaluate feedback on design changes. Products are getting smarter and more complex, and the consequences of poor quality has never been higher. Without digital reinvention, we will simply be left behind by these inescapable pressures to be faster, better, and smarter. Simulation has played a critical role in digital transformation for a long time. And as many of you might know this, it's been 50 years since Ansys introduced the first structural solver to the market. And since then, simulation has helped decrease product development times by a factor of 9 and continually through the insights driven up quality of the products. However, for a majority of those 50 years, simulation has primarily been used in the latter stages of product development as a valid we'll see shortly is very, very large and tangible. Introducing Ansys Discovery. The world of product design has just been redefined. Introducing the all-new Ansys Discovery. Simulation specifically built to be leveraged earlier in the development process to drive productivity, spur innovation, and increase product quality. Test multiple design ideas quickly using real-time simulation, making changes and instantly see results. Or refine the most promising ones using high-fidelity simulation for increased confidence and product insight. Perhaps best of all, Ansys Discovery is one experience, one environment, providing seamless access to the best of what Ansys has to offer. Let's take a look at a couple of examples. In this first use case, we have a few different design variations of control arms. And after applying our support and loading conditions to our first design, we instantly see results, providing data around a max displacement value too stiff for our criteria. If you're working with another CAD package, easily update your simulation with a new design. We see the max displacement has dramatically improved. Once you feel comfortable with the design direction, hop over to our Analyze stage and leverage our Ansys flagship solvers, controlling the local fidelity of your mesh. If at any point you need additional guidance, turn on the Overlay Help system that provides interactive, in-context information about everything Discovery has to offer. We'll move to a fluid flow study where you'll see the same power and ease of use. My goal is to have a uniform flow at the outlet. After I designate the inlets and outlets, results immediately appear. Discovery makes certain assumptions for you such as flow rates, so you can quickly see the results and trends. The value of introducing simulation upfront in the development process helps users explore design scenarios, reaching their goals quicker. Here I can obviously see a large recirculation zone forming within my design, which will lead to increased pressure loss. Leveraging Ansys Discovery's geometry engine, we can utilize common CAD tools to ideate on the design by introducing vanes in the chamber and instantly see what effect that has on the flow. I can quickly change the position of each vane to better equalize the flow, and now as I have new ideas, I can test them in real time. Only in Discovery is it possible to evaluate ideas from within a live simulation environment. Lastly, easily validate your observations in our Analyze mode, giving you the control of a refined mesh, and leveraging the trusted Ansys flagship solvers from Fluent and Mechanical. If at any point I need to study more complex physical behaviors, I can easily export my model including boundary conditions, materials, and meshing to Ansys flagship applications such as Fluent and Mechanical. Let's look at a thermal study where I'm working with an electronics enclosure. We have a control board and multiple heat sources. My goal here is to perform a basic simulation of temperature on the control board. After applying a heat flow of 30 watts to the large body and setting up a max temperature monitor, Discovery quickly displays a temperature and capturing it on a plot. You'll see I'm sitting around 60 degrees Celsius on the top face. Under my inputs, I'll change the air convection to something more representative of natural convection instead of forced convection, and you'll notice the temperature increases quickly. Adding a heatsink instantly drops the temperature, but I still have room to improve. I can leverage the Granted Materials database to explore the effect at all, regardless of the model's origination. It's simple to drag faces to remove interference within the housing, all while monitoring the temperature changes as I do it. Finally, why not use generative design in the conceptual phase, instead of only for lightweighting towards the end of product development? What's most impressive is the speed of optimization, allowing multiple iterations to be run in seconds, providing powerful guidance and insights early in the design process when it matters. Is the only one who has this. Geometry modeling for experimentation and defeaturing, high fidelity ANSYS simulation, leveraging proven accuracy for design validation, as well as the innovative user experience. One single environment for all physics. In regards to applications, let's hear it from a customer.
Outdoors is my therapy. I've always been an active person. I am a two-time stroke survivor. I was determined to get back into nature. But the problem with my traditional wheelchair is that I'm bound to the road. This created an opportunity to develop a solution
to see if I could modify his existing conventional wheelchair into a Jeff's ideas incorporating these changes was really the birth of the Advent-Chair. So this first generation Advent-Chair actually worked quite well up until descent in the Grand Canyon or the
At Oregon Adaptive Sports, we work to remove the barriers to the outdoors for individuals with disabilities. Very often, the biggest barrier is the lack of availability and affordability of adaptive sports equipment. With Jeff Babb being a member of our board of directors, we've been able to work really closely with Jeff during the design and development process of the Advent-Chair. We went through a few different phases of prototypes with the Advent-Chair. These were difficult, challenging, real-world experiences using the chair on trail. He's able to make and refining his design through technology and really perfecting the design of the Advent-Chair. We know that we're eventually going to have a great product here in our warehouse that will be able to serve so many individuals.
Generative design has inspired us to think differently. We were introduced to ANSYS. It allows us to use simulation right up front in our product design. Using ANSYS Discovery, we can iterate a part design and instantaneously solve. Topology optimization has allowed us to reduce our weight by 40%. which translates into a huge cost savings in material.
My last memory of hiking was when I was 5 years old and my mother was carrying me. When I first sat in the Aventure, the world opened up. It was the most exciting experience for me because I haven't hiked in 15 years. The Aventure enabled me to take the routes that everybody else was able to walk because I'm no longer limited to just pictures, and that's what I love and that's what I do.
Three things you should know about ANSYS Discovery is that 1, the value of upfront simulation is demonstratable. We worked with a company called MediaFly to quantify the impact that companies are seeing from deploying simulation earlier in their development process. Secondly, accelerated innovation, increased productivity, and decreased engineering change costs are just a few of the benefits that Discovery can bring to any engineering team. And lastly, we also created an interactive ROI tool so that customers can create their own ROI estimate for deploying Discovery. Direct your customers to the ANSYS Discovery webpage so they can learn more. Introducing ANSYS Discovery into your accounts has some other very notable benefits. By moving ANSYS simulation earlier in the design process, you can protect and prevent the introduction of competing simulation tools. Better yet, Discovery increases usage of flagship solver licenses when solving high fidelity simulation, driving larger renewals and additional solver purchases. Discovery can now be run on ANSYS Cloud, meaning the objection over not having suitable GPU hardware could now be a thing of the past.